everyone. Good morning or good day, whatever time of day it might be for you. Welcome to class. Thank you so much for being here with me and making some time to roll out your mat in your home space or wherever you might be and get some practice in with me. As always, my name is Morgan and I'm here to hold a little space for your practice. So as you can see, we are back indoors. We're back in my house. And it feels kind of nice to be back, I'm not gonna lie. It has been very fun recording classes outdoors for the last couple of months, but there was something distinctly nice and cozy about coming back in here, moving the furniture around, giving the floor a good sweep, setting up the space and all of it. So ritual feels very important in this fall season. And in the spirit of fall, namely in the spirit of the veil being very thin, I have a specific practice in store for you today. So this class is called Yoga for the Thinning Veil. And I have a feeling that most of you know what I'm talking about when I say the thinning veil. And if you don't, I'm going to talk about it a little bit. So this idea of the veil being very thin comes from a more pagan and I believe Celtic worldview of the division between the spirit world and the waking world, or the literal world where we are. And this is actually a belief that's held cross-culturally, but the veil specifically is something that comes from the pagan belief system. So the Witching New Year is coming up. It is October 31st through November 1st, also known as Samhain, which is the pagan witching New Year. You might see that word actually around social media. It's spelled very differently than it's pronounced. It's spelled Samhain, so you'll see it, Samhain almost, but the way it's pronounced is Samhain, Witching New Year. And so the Witching New Year, the spiritual New Year, is about to start actually. This Halloween, this Hallows Eve coming up on Sunday night. It's Thursday right now as I'm recording this. But this is the time of year held by these belief systems where the veil between the worlds is extremely thin, meaning that spirits are moving with so much more ease in and out of the spirit realm into the physical waking realm and vice versa. So this is such a fitting time, not only to be able to celebrate Halloween and Dia de los Muertos, that's my culture, that's Mexican culture. You see I have my cempasúchiles right here hanging up. This veil being thin is a belief that's held cross-culturally because the spirits are here. And now more than any other time in the world is the time to tune into them and listen. And, if you're into it and open to it, communicating. I come from a really traditional Mexican-American family, and there's a lot of Catholic guilt and shame and trauma within that, especially for me as someone who is practicing a lot of spirituality. A lot of my tios and tias, my aunts and uncles, either they don't really understand what I'm doing or they're interested, but they're also really nervous about it, and so I want to approach this conversation from both sides. Most of the people in Grounding Down are spiritually inclined and interested in contacting spirits and intuiting and really hearing them. And I want to acknowledge that there's this whole other side where you might feel hesitant and maybe you don't feel like you want to speak up about that, or you're scared about it. I do want to say that opening up your intuition is a two-way door. You can't just open up to receive. There's got to be good boundaries with it, right? So let's bring this back to the yoga practice. Welcome to my TED Talk. Let's bring this back to the yoga practice. Today's practice is going to be a condensed practice all about opening your third eye chakra. So the third eye is the seat of your intuition, and I want you to just go ahead and place one finger on your third eye. Close your eyes and draw just a few circles clockwise first. Good. And just feel as you move clockwise, you might start to be like waking up a little bit of energy, almost like creating literal friction, and bringing awareness towards your pineal gland, the gland that literally sits in your brain right beneath the place where the crown chakra is. Good. Keep going clockwise. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Relax your hand into your lap and open your eyes. So the third eye chakra is the Agnya chakra. You'll see it spelled Ajna. It's pronounced in the West very frequently Ajna. From what I've understood from my Indian and Southeast Asian teachers, Agnya is a little bit more of the culturally correct way to pronounce the third eye chakra. So Agnya is ruled by this the vibration of consciousness, essentially. And Agnya translates to command, or to be, I have it written down, beyond wisdom, right? And we can really, really feel into that when it comes to intuition, like a gut instinct or a feeling. Sometimes it is simply something that your body tells you, or a download in your mind tells you that. That's something we can equate intuition with. And it sometimes can be beyond the logic or the experiential wisdom that our brain is trying to tell us. And so I would say honing intuition is this very delicate balancing act of going beyond your wisdom, going beyond the rational thinking brain, and trusting the language of what your nervous system is saying to you in the moment. Trusting what your gut is saying to you in the moment. So all these practices, all these postures that I have today are meant to start to clear and open up your third eye, your intuition, because I feel like a lot of us get severed from our intuition. I would say now more than ever, just because social media has such a way of steering us in one direction, and then we want to also be on the same page as our community and our friends and the people who share our worldview, and sometimes that can mean transgressing our own boundary of intuition. And intuition is extremely, pardon my French, fucking personal. It's ancestral. It takes practice. It takes maintenance. And in order to start opening up to the spirit world, I want you connected to your gut, and I want you connected to your root. And all my classes are rooting practices. So if you don't feel rooted, go back into literally any other class I've ever taught that will root you and ground you. And then bring yourself back to this class to open up the third eye, that place of trust. Okay? So we're going to do the practical, the physical, and the magical today. So let's start with the practical. Go ahead and please uncross your legs, switch them so you're sitting in the other direction. And what I want you to do is bring your hands into the Agnya Mudra. So what you're going to do is take your hands like this, take them wide, curl your, pinky ring middle finger down towards the middle of your hand, point up your thumb and index, bring your hands together, touch your fingertips of your thumb and your forefinger, hold this right at your chest, and kind of imagine that your fingers are pointing at your third eye. You might start to feel the accumulation of energy in between your eyebrows. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Out your mouth. Bigger breath in. Clear it out. Longest inhale. Longest exhale. Continue to breathe at your own pace, please. And as you breathe with your eyes closed, I want you to almost turn your eyes as if you could look up at your third eye, but keep your eyes closed here. So this is a very internal process. Eyes are closed, but underneath your eyelids you are looking right here towards the center in between your eyebrows. And I want you to visualize a blue dot where your third eye lies. And just continue to focus the energy of your mudra, your fingertips pointing towards your third eye, as well as your eyeballs gazing towards it. It'll feel awkward until it doesn't. And continue to visualize that blue dot or tunnel opening up right in between your eyebrows. You are opening your third eye. You are opening your third eye in what might be a routine experience for some of you, or the first time in a very long time for most of you. We are born with our third eye open. But the years of lived experiences have a way of closing the portal, calcifying the access. So continue to open, push through resistance here. And together we'll chant the Bija mantra, the seed sound of the third eye, which is Sham. We'll chant it 3 times. Big breath in. Exhale. Inhale to sing. Sham. 2 more. Sham. Last one. Deep breath in. Deep exhale. Relax your hands down onto your thighs. Slowly blink your eyes open, all 3 of them. Now we'll move forward into the asana. So let's start in child's pose, please. Pad your knees if you like. I'm going to, because I'm practicing on some hard tile. Option to have a block handy for our practice if you like. Widen your knees, bring your big toes touch, lean your hips back. Push your hands actively into the ground here to fan your sacrum towards your heels, and then relax your third eye right on the ground. If it's helpful, continue to visualize that blue point or that blue little tunnel opening up in between your eyebrows. Deep breath in. Clear it out. Good. Inhale through your nose. Nasal exhale. Good. Clutch your fingertips into the mat. Inhale, draw yourself forward to tabletop pose, all 4s. Level your joints, keep your toes tucked. Inhale, cow pose, drop your belly. Lift your chin, arch your back. Exhale, cat. Curl through your spine, tuck your chin really deeply, gaze towards your belly button or in between your knees. 1 more. Inhale, forward, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog, tuck your toes, elevate your hips right up and back. And start to just kind of bend one knee deeply and then the other. Wiggle and sway through your hip bones, sway side to side. Just start to warm up your low back and your spine. Good. So good, everyone. Softly bend your knees just a little bit, and then push your hands down more to lift your hips up much higher for added spinal traction. Bonus point, tuck your chin just a little bit, gaze right in between your kneecaps, and then rotate your head very softly side to side. This is so nice for unclogging the back of your neck, which I know y'all have tension in, and if you don't, I don't know, you're amazing or you're lying. Big breath in. Clear it out. Good. Remove your blanket if you're using it. Let's do a quick hip clearing. I learned this from my friend Dulcinea. So on your inhale, please lift your right leg high up behind you, bend your knee, stack your hip. Squeeze your heel towards your glute. Inhale, straighten your right leg. And exhale, step your right toes a little bit more forward of the left. So we're slowly tiptoeing forward. Let's do the left side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, stack your hip. Inhale, straighten left. And exhale, step your left toes a little bit more forward than the right. And continue to do that. You might come up on your tippy toes on your fingers or your fingertips to continue to stay tall. Move through the right and the left, slowly tiptoeing. Remember to stack your hip each time. Woo, feel good. Until you gradually get all the way to forward fold. Take your time. Try to do both sides the same amount of times if possible. I'll meet you in Uttanasana, forward fold. Heel toe your feet to the, just underneath your hip bones. Softly bend your knees. Hold on the back sides of your calf muscles. Release the weight of your head. Push your calves into your hands, hands back into your calf muscles. Tuck your chin and gaze in between your legs. Close your eyes, but continue to open and see through your third eye. Big breath in. Big exhale. Good. Interlace your hands right behind you at the base of your spine. Let your arms start to float forward for a bigger stretch and opening in your heart center. One more big breath in. Clear it out. And carefully release your hands to the earth. Inhale. Halfway lift, hands to your shins, arch your back, tone your low belly. Exhale, fold forward and release. Push your feet down, inhale, sweep your arms all the way up to standing Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to your heart center, Samasthya. Inhale, reach your arms up and open. And then exhale, gentle cactus here. Open across your chest, hug your shoulder blades towards each other, bend your knees, elevate your ribs. Inhale, straighten your arms. Exhale, swan dive all the way back down to the ground, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step right back to downward facing dog. Spike your heels, inhale, roll forward all the way to plank. And from plank, slowly lower down to your knees and all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes, walk your legs back a few inches, traction through your low spine. Take your hands kind of wide off the edges of your mat, press down, inhale, lift up, King Cobra. Exhale, drag your ribcage forward all the way down. Place your hands back underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhale, come right back up to downward facing dog. Deep inhale. And a deep exhale. Good. Inhale, lift your right leg high up behind you. Bend your knees, stack your hip open. Good. Inhale, straighten your right leg. And exhale, step or walk your right foot in between your hands. Keep your back knee lifted. Opportunity to place a block underneath your bottom hand. Or your left hand here. Inhale, look forward a few inches with the purpose of lengthening your spine. And then exhale, reach your right arm all the way up towards the sky. Good. And find some really soft and gentle movement through your wrist and your hand here. And if it feels okay in your neck, maybe walk your gaze up 1 inch at a time on the wall next to you until you can see your fingers in your vision. Big breath in. Exhale, place both hands down on the ground. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, open up to Warrior Two pose. Good. So in Warrior Two, think about squeezing your feet towards each other without really moving any muscles. It's called concentric contraction. That helps you feel really stable in your center. And then put a little bit more body weight on the pinky edge of your back foot so your arch is not collapsing and you have a lot of support here. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Forearm to your thigh, opposite bicep by your ear. Good. Inhale, open up to star pose towards the long side of your mat. And then exhale, goddess pose. Point your toes out, bend your knees. Place your hands on your thighs. Tilt your upper body forward just a few inches. Big breath in. Exhale, dip your right shoulder and twist. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. One more each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, back. Exhale, left. Good. Come on back into a neutral position. Join your hands at your heart. Hug your pelvic floor up and in towards the center of your body. Inhale, come right back up into star pose. And then exhale, warrior two towards the back side of your mat. So point your left toes forward. Good. Kind of a funky move here. What I want you to do is curl on the ball of your back foot and bring yourself into a high crescent lunge towards the back side of your mat. Find a sturdy bend into your front knee. And if you feel strong today, micro bend your right knee just a little bit. Big breath in. Exhale, airplane your arms behind you. One more. Inhale, reach all the way forward. High crescent lunge. Listen for the change. Exhale, airplane your arms behind you. Interlace your fist, or your hands into a fist right at the base of your spine. Inhale, pull your fist down. Roll your shoulder blades towards each other. Lift your heart. Tone your belly in towards your back to elevate the ribs. Lift your gaze and look up really high. Bonus, close your eyes. Open through your third eye. Trust. Big breath in. Woo, big exhale. Good. Carefully place your hands down on the ground. Step back to downward facing dog. Inhale, spike your heels. Ripple and roll all the way forward to plank. Planks, skip the chaturanga, lower right down to your belly. Good. Lift your toes up, walk your legs back behind you. This time, airplane your arms or goalpost them rather. Palms right down. Chin to the earth. Big breath in. Exhale, push down through your pelvis and your tailbone. Lift up your chest and your arms. Tuck your chin a little bit. Chin towards the base of your throat to strengthen and stretch the back of your neck. Maybe. Come up on, or lift your toes just a touch. For a locust pose variation, hug your spinal body back. Big breath in. Exhale, hands down, downward facing dog. Nice job. Huge inhale. Huge exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way up behind you. Bend your knees, stack your hip. Really lift through the inner side of your left kneecap to find that full hip stretch. Inhale, straighten your left leg, put daylight between your toes. Then exhale, step your left foot through in between your hands. Option to use your block here. Keep your back knee lifted. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, twist. Reach your left arm all the way up this time. Nice work. And if this feels kind of tight, heel toe your left foot further towards the left. So it's on the edge of your mat. And you'll have a little bit more room to rotate through your torso. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands down. Pivot your back heel down for warrior two. On this side, we'll flow. Inhale, open up to warrior two on this side. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior, lean back. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to your thigh. Good. Inhale, open up to star pose once more. But this time, exhale. Join your hands at your heart. Pigeon toe your feet just a little bit. Good. Neutralize your pelvis, elevate your chest, breathe in. Then exhale, hinge at your waist. Keep your back very, very long. All the way down into Prasarda Padottanasana.
wide-legged forward fold. Good. So here, bonus, tuck your chin, gaze towards your navel center. You don't need to have it in your field of vision, but rather tuck your chin towards your throat. Stretch the entire backside of your neck. Close your eyes. And open, continue to open, open, open through your third eye. Visualize that blue dot in between your eyebrows. Long breath in. Long breath out. Good. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. A little bit of a stronger transition out of this one. Tone your low belly towards your low back. Take your arms wide. Out to the sides. Maintain a level or parallel spine to the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soft bend your knees if your hamstrings are starting to ache. Inhale, come all the way back up to star pose. Very strong, nice work. Exhale, warrior two. Ooh, front side of your mat. Good. Inhale, transition into a high crescent lunge. So turn on the ball of your left foot. Big breath in. Exhale, airplane your arms. Good. Inhale. One more time, high crescent lunge. And then exhale, airplane your arms. Interlace your hands behind you, opposite thumb on top. Inhale, pull your fists down, arch your back, tone your belly, lift your gaze. So look way, way up here. Bonus, maybe close your eyes. And visualize what is in front of you. Use your third eye. Stay for the breath in. And exhale, place your hands down on the mat. Step right back to down dog. Spike your heels, inhale, ripple forward, plank. Exhale, lower right down to your belly. Good. Okay, so here what I want you to do is kind of take your arms back behind you in a diagonal. Palms down towards the earth. Good. Okay, so we're going deeper into our prone heart openers. Push your, push your quads down so your shins lift automatically. Big breath in. Exhale, curl up and lift through your chest and your arms first. Maybe you pop your feet off the ground, flare through your fingertips, flare through your toes. Keep your gaze down, chin slightly tucked for a super open neck space. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, place your hands down, tuck your toes, roll right back into downward facing dog. Good. Breathe in super deep. And breathe out. Inhale, lift your right leg high up behind you. Exhale, step your right foot in between your hands. Good. Inhale, gaze forward a few inches. Exhale, reach your right arm up. Final twist on this side. Good. Use this as a final opportunity to roll out through your neck, your head, your fingertips, anywhere that would be holding on to tension. Big breath in. Exhale, hands down. Pivot your back heel down. Inhale, open up warrior two pose this side. We've been here before. Good. Inhale. Reverse your warrior. Lean back. Think about lengthening up through your side body first. Very little to no weight in your back hand. Good. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle, forearm to your thigh, opposite bicep by your ear. Inhale, come back to center, warrior two pose. Breathe in. And then exhale, take your hands behind you. Interlace your hands into a fist right at the base of your spine. Here we go. Inhale, pull your fist back. Softly straighten your arms, lift your gaze. Exhale, humble warrior. Dive in. So here, strong bend in your front leg. Good. And just rest your shoulder, your right shoulder on the inside of your right kneecap. Gaze is in between your legs. And just flood your breath towards that third eye channel. Deep breath in. Deep exhale. Then use your fist, pull yourself all the way back up into your standing position. Arms parallel to the earth. Inhale, reverse, Trikonasana. Softly straighten your front leg, lean back. Then exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the ground. Frame your front foot. Lower your back knee down. And take a half splits, just for a moment. Good. Softly straighten that front leg. Maybe a tiny bend in the knee if you feel tight or compromised in your hamstring or knee joint. Flare your toes, curl them towards your face. Big breath in. Big exhale. And rebend your front knee. Step right back into downward facing dog. Long breath in. Long breath out. Good. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way up behind you. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Inhale, gaze forward a few inches. And then exhale, open twist. Reach your left arm all the way up. Last twist on this side. Take a moment to circulate through your head and your neck if need be. Floss the bones in your hand with some expressive movement. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands down. Pivot your back heel down for warrior two pose this side. So I'm going to give you my back on this side. Good. Flip your front palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. Prioritize a very long side body, side rib cage. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, come back to center, warrior two pose. Breathe in. Exhale, interlace your hands behind you, base of your spine, opposite thumb on top. Inhale, pull your fist back, open through your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, hinge at your waist, dive in. Humble warrior. So just notice if your right foot, your back foot is collapsing at all. If so, put about 5 more pounds of body weight on the pinky edge of your foot. Release the weight of your head completely. Eyes are open. Breathe in. Then breathe out. One more. Fill your lungs up. Exhale. Use your fist. Pull yourself all the way back up to standing. Level your arms parallel to the earth. Inhale. Reverse Trikonasana. Lean back. Straighten through your front leg. Then exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Lower your back knee to your blanket or your mat. Soft straighten your front leg for Ardha Hanuman. Half splits on this side of your body. Few moments of breath here. And inhale, rebend your front knee. Gaze forward. Exhale, step right back to downward facing dog. Move your blanket out of the way. Inhale, spike your heels, roll all the way forward. Tuck your chin, tuck your chin, tuck your chin until you get to plank. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Last prone heart opener. Bend your knees. Pop your feet off the ground. One hand at a time. Reach back behind you to hold on to what you can grab. It might be the shoelace part of your foot. It might be your ankle or your toes. I'm going to go with my ankles today. So right away you'll see that you're already heart lifted. Gaze, gaze towards the top edge of your mat. Keep the back of your neck super long. Breathe in. Exhale. Kick your feet back first. Peel your heart off the ground. Nice. Maybe push down through the space right above your pubic bone, low belly, and lift your quads. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Bonus, stay here. This is a fun trick I learned from one of my old teachers. If you want, roll out to the left side. Woo! Keep your shape. Inhale, come back to center. It's not so hard. Exhale, over to the right and roll. Just a little bit of fun. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release. Come all the way back down to the earth. Tuck your toes. Inhale, push up, tabletop pose. Exhale, Balasana, child's pose. Widen your knees, lean your hips back. And rest, let's see, your right temple on the ground here. And slowly switch sides, turn and rest your left temple on the mat here. Breathe in deep. And breathe out. And walk your hands towards your knees just for a moment. Zip your legs all the way up. Slink your arms by your sides, tuck your chin, roll all the way forward into embryo pose. Third eye towards the earth or gaze in between your kneecaps. And here, close your eyes. Turn your gaze towards the very center of your forehead, your eyebrow center. And feel your third eye continue to open up. Notice what wisdom is trying to come through here. What messages are asking to be heard. Breathe in and breathe out. Press your palms down to the ground. Slowly uncurl yourself all the way back up to a kneeling position. Good. Turn your head gently to side. Swing your legs out in front of you. Scooch towards the top edge of your mat. Make sure you've got plenty of room to lay down. And just gently roll yourself all the way back to a supine position. Keep your knees bent, feet planted. And from here, what I want you to do is press your feet down and lift your hips up for bridge pose. Good. You have like a bun, or if your hair is bunched up at the base of your neck, just go ahead and undo it for now, because we just got to protect the neck here. So here in bridge, really push your feet down, press down the back of your skull so your neck is totally not loading any weight here. This is our first stop. If you'd like to go a little bit deeper here, scoop your shoulder blades underneath your spine, shelf your heart, interlace your hands right at the base of your spine. Deepest variation is Urdhva Dhanurasana, full wheel pose. So stay in bridge here. I always find bridge to be a really, really nice entry point into full wheel. If you're taking full wheel, plant one hand next to your ears at a time, fingertips facing the same direction as your toes. Firm your quads, firm your core. Big breath in. Exhale, press, and lift up. If your psoas is feeling a little tight, you can hover your heels off the ground here. Big breath in. Out the mouth. Good. Tuck your chin first. Roll down the entire length of your spine wherever you are. Start to lower your hips right back down to the ground. And windshield wipe side to side. Good. Let your knees fall over towards the left for a few breaths. Gaze towards the right. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, tip your knees over towards the right, gaze towards the left this time. Inhale, bring your legs back to center. And exhale, bundle your knees in towards your chest. Curl your your arms over your shins. Tuck your chin, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Close your eyes. Seek out that blue dot in between your eyebrows, that full opening of deeper intuition, consciousness. Big breath in. And exhale, relax your head. Widen your knees, capture the edges of your feet for Ananda Balasana, happy baby. Just rock side to side here. Take any final movements or postures that you intuit that you need from this practice in order to feel complete. There are no wrong answers. As you feel ready, start to relax your full body and prepare for your final resting pose. As a final gesture to intuition, take your middle finger, place it right in the center of your eyebrows or that place where you intuitively feel your third eye sit. With your eyes closed, turn your gaze inward towards your Agnya center, visualizing that blue dot expanding into a tunnel, a field of vision, a portal out to all of the cosmic worlds and into your deepest sense of knowing. And when you feel that you have balanced, become aware of, or even opened your third eye, draw 3 big clockwise circles on your third eye. And when you feel complete, relax your hands and arms by your side. Finding your intuition is not a process of piling more onto the plate, but rather removing as much excess as possible. Your intuition is not something that you can lose or that can be taken from you. It is your deepest gift from nature. It is your primal instinct. And just know you can always come back to this practice to connect and reconnect to your intuition. It has been my honor and privilege to guide you through this class. Thank you for making time. I love you. Continue to steep into your intuition as this veil thins. And I will see you soon. Shavasana.